Hi everyone, Mohit from Projekt Perfumery India again, and this time we are doing the top fragrances of the month May. May has been super hot and we have several new launches as well. Some of them were launched in January, February, but we got them here now. Right, so this video will be covering the new launches. This video is specially dedicated for 2017 new launches. Some of them are notably good, some are average, some are excellent. But the whole idea is to give you an overview of all of them. They have been so many scents, people are bored of them. Now, what's new to look for? Every day people come to me, what is new? Naya kya hai? So we'll be doing Naya thing. So what has been new? We'll be covering those. These scents are never heard of before. So let's start. So we'll be going slow and moving on, climbing up the ladder, how we say. The first one is Holiday from Mancera, right? So I haven't sniffed it yet. With the review, I'll be giving you the first impressions as well. If you look at the notes are white floral, sweet coconut, vanilla, and marine. That means the sea notes, right? So that's what Fragrantica says. Reading at the notes, it looks like it's gonna remind me of Creed's Virgin Island Water or First Instinct by Abercrombie and Fitch. That's again a new arrival, but this is not at all like any of those. It's not like Virgin Island Water, though the coconut is common. Even First Instinct have coconut, so it's none like that. While what this is more of a sweet vanilla fragrance. Sweet vanilla fragrance is what I get in the opening. The dry down definitely has coconut in it. So this is overall a good freshie. You could wear it in summers and evenings. But this gives me a slight coconut oil vibe, which is a turn off for me. But that happens to be only in the opening, so after 2 minutes, it's quite good. It's Mancera, we know, are performance monsters. So this one, looking at the first sniff, you could decide by the first sniff whether this scent's gonna last or not, right? So this one, I believe, would be easily 7 to 8 hours. It's a freshie by Mancera. It's called Holidays. Right, that's our first fragrance of the video. The next up is called Amber Blend by Davidoff. Now Davidoff have been pulling off some really good quality scents. Started with Leather Blend, an amazing leather based fragrance. Second one was Agar Blend. It's a very dry oud based fragrance. I enjoy it better than any other designer ouds. I love the best designer oud fragrance for me is Davidoff Agar Blend. Now I had high hopes with Amber Blend. I sprayed it before the video, and I'll definitely say this one is for amber lovers. If you love amber, this is going to be an amazing one. It's not heavy amber, but this one is more of you take the DNA of Leather Blend or Agar Blend. So this has got the same DNA. So this is more of a sweet ambery fragrances. Looking at the notes breakdown, okay, so guys, I never used to talk about the notes, but I had some requests with why don't you just say the notes overview. So we have Fragrantica here, so I'll be stating few of the notes. So this says balsamic, amber, woody, warm, spicy. When we say balsamic, it smells like the balm, how we had balm. So that is what balsamic means, right? This is amber, woody, yes, warm, spicy. For me, it's overall an amberish, spicy fragrance. When we look at the Fragrantica, this one is similar to a fragrance called Woody Sign by Mugler. So that's like the private range of Mugler. So this is a unique fragrance for me as of now, as the Mugler private range haven't come yet. So overall, if you like spicy fragrances, this is not as heavy that I could only pull it off in winters. I could easily pull it off in summer evenings or indoors as well. It's called Amber Blend by Davidoff, amazing quality fragrance from House of Davidoff. I really love the trio of Leather Blend, Agar Blend, and now the Amber Blend as well. Moving up, we got a lot of Manceras on the list. They have been very active in releasing new fragrances. It's called Choco Violet by Mancera. So as the name says, it's going to be a floral gourmand. I have tested this before. When opening reminds me of the sealing gums, like how we have M-Seal in India, there could be sealing gums in other countries as well. How that smells, a rubbery feeling, a rubbery gum. This is how the opening reminds me of that. So I was literally shocked. Do you call it a fragrance? But I have to wait for at least 1 or 2 minutes. Then the chocolate and violet kicks in. We're talking about violet. It's not violet leaves. I get a hint of iris from it. So probably iris color is violet. So I think that is how they have come up with the name Choco Violet, right? So it has iris in it. For me, okay, the rubbery feeling is still there. The rubber plus gum kind of vibe, which will be there for 2 to 3 minutes. So I have tested this before, and this one, the closest I could explain you is take Fève Delicious by Christian Dior, take off vanilla from it, put in chocolate in it. Then that's gonna invent Choco Violet. So it's chocolate plus iris combination. If you like Dior Homme Intense, this is for you. Dior Homme Parfum, the whole iris range. If you are an iris lover or a gourmand lover, you would be surprised with this one. Minus the opening, you don't have to go on the opening. It's said, don't judge a book by its cover, never judge a fragrance by its opening. You have to wait till the dry down comes. Now we go to the stores, we just sniff it on the card. What you're sniffing is only the opening, and you make a call to buy it or not. The biggest mistake, that's not the right way to do it. As I said, the never judge book by its cover and a fragrance by its opening. All this while you have been buying in the stores by just sniffing the opening. That it does not give you the right idea of the fragrance, right? The opening stays for the shortest amount of time, in the mid and the base stays for the whole day after 1 hour. So you have to get a decant or a sample, give it a full wearing, and then decide to pull the trigger or not. The right way to do it. All frag heads into the communities who have been active on Facebook, they all do the same. And now we have come up with a model where you could buy decants and sample online in India as well. Perfumery.co.in. You could Projekt Perfumery India. You could have a look at that as well. Next up is from the house of. Sorry for that. Next up on the list is the most expensive of in this video. This one is called Bibliothèque by Byredo. What Byredo has tried to achieve in this fragrance, it's the smell of the books, how the new book smells like. Yeah, I don't get smell of the library, which are, you know, the old books lying. No, I don't get that. This is smell of a fresh new book, just out of the wrap. That's what this reminds me of. Yes, they have been pretty successful in capturing that aroma of a new book. I have tested this last night. The opening will remind you, it's from Byredo Pulp. They have borrowed the opening from Byredo Pulp. Why I am saying Byredo Pulp? Because there is another fragrance unnamed Byredo by Byredo. The opening is like that, but that's not very popular. That's why I'm quoting Pulp. The fruity plum, the plum jammy vibe of Pulp, that is borrowed in this in the opening. And that is mixed with the leather note, not as in Memo Italian leather or Tom Ford Tuscan leather, no, not like that. You just think about the brown leather, that's also in very minute quantity, along with that jammy plum note. So that is what makes this as a smell of paper. There is molasses as well. Molasses is used to make paper. That's the pulp that is basically pressed into the sheets and you get the paper. It has molasses as well, so that's what makes it smell like a book, right? So this is called Bibliothèque by Byredo. If you are a book lover, this will definitely surprise you. Otherwise as well, it's a good, overall a very good freshie. It's a fresh scent, fresh fruity scent, right? So amazing one. I love this house. Balde Afrique being my number 1, Pulp being my number 2, and now this one. If I wear it more, it might climb up number 1 spot as well. You never know. Scent grows on you, so you have to give it some time so that you could understand your scent more. Coming up next is this, not a new launch. It's been launched last year, but we never talked about it because it was not in stock. It was very hard to get, but now we have a lot of them, so let's talk about it. This is again by House of Mancera. This is called Aoud Vanille. Aoud Vanille has been on hype, as they say. Now people create a hype of non-deserving scents. That is, this one is definitely worth the hype. When we talk about the fragrance itself, it's a very plain basic fragrance. The time is gone where scents used to be complex. Right now, in this era, the scents are basic and very high quality, right? Like this one is just oud and vanilla. Just dry oud and vanilla, that's it. No other stuff. That's the beauty of this fragrance, the simplicity. If you haven't sniffed this and you want to get an idea how it is, take tobacco vanilla, take off tobacco, add in oud. That gives you oud vanilla. Performance wise, it's mind-blowing, 10 hours plus. You will definitely get compliments for this one for smelling very clean vanilla and woody as well. The oud is there, oud gives it the lasting. Even vanilla is a component which gives the lasting. So this one is double on lasting, oud plus vanilla, a deadly combination. That's my next one. Up next are, this is again from Mancera, it's called Oud Lemon Mint. Amazing scent for summer. Now don't be misguided by the name oud in it. There is oud, but more is lemon and mint in this. Overall, a lemonish, minty fragrance gonna this reminds me of very fresh. There are a lot of cosmetic products like shower gels, and then there are splash-ons. So then there are body mist as well, the splash-ons. Then there are kind of splash-ons which are very fruity and minty and lemonish. This is what it is in the opening. A lemon and mint combination, amazing for summers, very sharp, definitely gonna give you compliments. And what gives it the, normally I'll tell you, the mint and lemon fragrances are short-lived, they don't last for long. So these guys have added oud in it, which is known for its long-lasting character. So that makes this whole fragrance as a long-lasting fragrance, right? So oud lemon mint, as the name says, it's very easy to get an idea of Mancera fragrances. What they say, what the name of the fragrance is, what it is in it, except for a couple of them which have the fancy names. The rest, the names are based on the ingredient itself. So that was Oud Lemon Mint by House of Mancera. We have our top two fragrances. These are two absolute, I love these two fragrances. One is called Pearl by Mancera. Pearl, it may sound feminine, but it's not. Let's read how the notes looks like. This is more of a unisex fragrance, a very clean, fresh fragrance with that creamy vibe to it, hence the name Pearl. The name says it's musky, white floral, amber, animalic. It's not animalic at all. It's more of a musky fragrance, and along with that they have the florals, white florals in it. I haven't sniffed anything like this before, though there are combination. If this was made a little bit more floral, this would have been like the women designers out there in the market, right? But this is just rightly done, musk and florals, amazing. I'm falling short of the words to explain this fragrance, why I'm featuring this one on this video, because there is no information available online for this one. There are a couple of reviews, but this has pulled after a very long time. I'm sniffing a fragrance like this, and that too targeted for both men and women. That's why I have put this on top spot in this list. And just to add the pearly touch, they have added a slight pearl finish on the cap, if you could see, right? So this is a beautiful bottle too, Mancera Pearl. Definitely you could gift it to any woman, and I doubt anybody would say they don't like it. For men, why a man could wear it? Because it has musk in it. Musk gives that masculinity, basically. So that's why men could also pull it off as well. The next up my list is going to be from the House of Nishane. You call it Nishane, some people call it Nishane. I'm not sure what is the correct pronunciation. I call it Nishane because it's easy to say it out, and it's basically to make people get this name, Nishane. That's it, simple, plain simple. Next up is again a floral fruity fragrance, my number one from this house. Why it's number one? Because this is something which I haven't sniffed before. This is not similar to any of the fragrances. The notes look like this is magnolia and gardenia, which are like hardcore florals. The middle notes are osmanthus and patchouli. Patchouli I love for its green freshness. I love this particular note. Base notes are incense and oak moss, which gives it a woody feeling. So the opening is floral, the dry down is sharp patchouli, which gives it a green vibe, and the base is incense and oak moss, which gives it the woody, rich, oriental, exotic vibe to it, right? This is called Duftbluten by Nishane. It's a maroon color bottle, though from close it looks black. So this one, in performance department, it's gonna give you 10 to 12 hours easily. These are extract de parfum. No, yeah, it's extract de parfum, so it's gonna give you a good performance. My number one from the recent current releases that has impressed me the most, right? Why? For the distinct combination of the notes. Floral followed by patchouli, followed by the oak moss, the woody feeling to it, the exotic oriental feeling to it. So it is floral oriental. If we talk about the genre, it's a unisex fragrance, but I see it more men wearing this because of the incense and oak moss, which gives it the masculinity. Just the opening is combination of gardenia and magnolia, which is floral, but it's more floral, not the subtle floral, it's a strong floral. Right, so this is my best one from this upcoming releases. This is called Duftbluten by Nishane. I would need an entire video to introduce this house. Some amazingly good fragrances, a very rich quality. This house is from Istanbul. You could check out Fragrantica. A couple of guys have done the reviews. Fragrance Pros have done, Carlos have done from Brooklyn Fragrance Tower. You could check out those videos. My favorite is Duftbluten from this one. Musica Aoud is also good, but that's not distinct. There are so many oud fragrances. This is distinct, a very different scent. Right guys, so these were my top picks from the current releases. If you are looking for a different new fragrance, you could definitely check these out on perfumery.co.in. I would have their decants also listed so that you can try them out, and a discovery pack for all of these as well. This time the discovery packs would be selective. You could buy a minimum of 3 to 4 fragrances and not all of them, and the rest would be optional. Right guys, signing off, Mohit from Projekt Perfumery India. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, right, and check out our website perfumery.co.in. Guys, thanks a lot. Bye.